The post-Thanksgiving deals continue with Cyber Monday today, but on Black Friday, DC businesses did things a little bit differently. Stay tuned for more.
And the holiday season is quickly approaching. Experts give advice on how to stay fit and healthy while traveling and spending time with family. Spoiler alert, you don't have to completely avoid the pumpkin pie. Our special lifestyle edition of District Wire News, District Daily, starts right now.
Good evening, I'm Brooke Evans.
And I'm Tony Peak. Black Friday has come and gone, but the holiday sales season isn't over yet. If you missed the first chance at getting an early start on your holiday shopping on Friday, or were just holding out for better deals, it's time to hit the internet this Cyber Monday. Some of the best deals we've seen: 15% off almost anything at Target, $30 off Google Homes from Best Buy, and Harman Kardon headphones for $35. Year after year, Black Friday continues to break sale records, and this year was no exception, according to a new report put out by Adobe, which has been tracking e-commerce transactions. Black Friday sales this year set a new record by bringing in more than $3.34 billion. Mobile sale records accounted for a good portion of the sales, bringing in $1.2 billion alone, with a 21.6% general increase in sales from last year. Cards Against Humanity is celebrating the start of the holiday season by digging a hole. Yes, digging a hole. The game maker announced it would create a holiday hole, which is a giant pointless hole in the ground. The company said it would dig the hole as people were willing to pay for it. According to the company's website, over $100,000 was raised. A frequent question put out to the company has been, why has the organization not been giving this money to charity? With the response from the company being, quote, "Why aren't you giving all this money to charity? It's your money."
Black Friday always kicks off the holiday shopping season. Millions of Americans head out to shop for deals in the wee hours of the morning. But not every store does Black Friday the same. We visited a cookie deli on North Capitol Street to find out more.
I'm the owner of Uncle Chip's Cookies on North Capitol Street. We make a lot of cookies, a lot of sandwiches here as well. I guess we are a cookie deli, but more of a neighborhood spot than anything else. We're closed on Black Friday because it's just the day after Thanksgiving. People are still kind of in their Thanksgiving routine. We are a very niche store based on our location. There isn't a lot of shopping around here. There aren't a lot of other activities on North Capitol Street, unfortunately. So if you're not coming to see us, you're probably not going to be on North Capitol Street, so we're not going to really catch anybody on Black Friday. Yeah, it was fantastic. We get a lot more families and groups. A lot of our customers are regulars and they live in the neighborhood. They're all pretty much the same just because we have our customer base. So it was probably a little bit busier than last year. Just the way the trajectory is going, it's getting busier and busier. Throughout the year, our main bread and butter is just people coming in and out of the store, all of our regulars, all the people in the neighborhood. After Small Business Saturday in December, that's kind of when the shipping picks up. But people start to get interested right about now. We're going into the busiest month of the year. Yes, this is the beginning of it, for sure. So we're excited, but we're always kind of ready for anything.
Thanks to Shannon Boyle for showing us around Uncle Chip's Cookies and explaining why the shop wasn't open Black Friday.
Rapper Kanye West is continuing to get treatment for exhaustion, sleep deprivation, dehydration, depression, and paranoia after canceling the remaining dates of his hit St. Pablo tour. West voluntarily checked himself into the Ronald Reagan UCLA Medical Center on Monday, November 21st. This came after he was showing signs of erratic behavior at his trainer's home, following his 15-minute concert rant about what he feels is a lack of emotional support from music power couple Jay-Z and Beyonce. West has had a jam-packed year with launching 2 collections for his Yeezy fashion line, the release of his album, Life of Pablo, his St. Pablo tour schedule, and then supporting his wife Kim Kardashian following her $10 million Paris robbery that took place last month. As of now, West remains in the hospital with Kim right there with him, who's said to be laying at his bedside, feeding him, and trying her best to nurse the father of their 2 children back to health. It's unknown how much longer Kanye will be receiving medical care.
If you're counting calories, the holidays can be a daunting time, but don't forgo sweet treats altogether. It's all about moderation. Reporter Megan Yoder talked to health and fitness experts about what steps you can take to make an early plan for holiday health.
It's one of our favorite parts of the holidays, the food. But binge eating may leave you feeling not so merry. A few changes can go a long way when it comes to staying healthy during the most wonderful time of the year.
So how I stay fit during the holidays, I'm lucky enough that I have a pull-up bar on my door frame, so that helps just to do pull-ups in the morning. If I don't know what to do exactly, then I'll just go on YouTube and I'll type in home workout video, and I'll just do that in my room, and they're really easy. They're 20 minutes long. So I don't think people should look at it as trying to cut back calories. I think that everyone should look at it whatever you eat or whatever you choose to put into your body nourishes your body in some way.
I think it's important to have strategies before going into the big weekend or the big holiday, because if not, then you're going to get caught into eating more than you want to and not feeling really great about yourself. And even if you do sort of overdo it on one day, it's not going to be the end of the world. Oftentimes what I do, if I'm going to be away from the pool because I like to swim, I either sign up for a race while I'm away, or if that's not even in the cards, I'll bring my yoga mat or make sure that I can find a yoga class. And even if it's just a 30-minute walk with your family and friends, that's still something. It's better than nothing.
Ultimately, the key to staying healthy is to incorporate healthy eating and exercise into your daily routine every day, not just during the holidays. For District Wire News, I'm Megan Yoder.
Dictionary.com's word of the year is xenophobia. The website said in a statement that some of the most prominent news stories have centered around fear of the other, with significant user interest in the theme. Xenophobia, as defined by Dictionary.com, is fear or hatred of foreigners, people from different cultures or strangers. It can also refer to fear or dislike of customs, dress, and cultures of people with different backgrounds. Halima Aden, a 19-year-old Muslim woman, became the first woman to compete in the Miss Minnesota USA pageant while fully clothed. Aden made the competition semifinals while wearing a hijab the whole time. She also wore a full-body outfit called a burkini during the swimsuit competition. Before the competition started, the Somali-American contestant said that the pageant is a, quote, a great platform to show the world who I am. The Syrian Harry Potter fan who was sent a book by J.K. Rowling is adjusting to life without her home. 7-year-old Baina Alabed's home in the eastern part of Aleppo was bombed last night. Rowling sent an e-book to the girl after her mother messaged asking her how her daughter could get hold of the Harry Potter novels. Alabed said she likes to read to forget the war around her. Disney's Moana is crushing the box office, earning $81.1 million over the 5-day Thanksgiving holiday period. Disney has released 5 of the year's 10 highest grossing films, is the leader in terms of market share, and is poised to set a new record for annual grosses. Disney says that the success of the Moana and other like it justified the company's decision to make fewer films while taking bigger bets. The animated film, which features the voice of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and original music by Lin-Manuel Miranda, couldn't catch Disney's 2013 smash Frozen, which made $93.6 million to score the studio's biggest Thanksgiving weekend ever. You may have spent the Thanksgiving holiday searching for deals or eating leftovers, but many people spent the weekend binge watching a revival of the hit TV series Gilmore Girls. Tony is in the studio with more, and spoiler alert, there are big reveals coming up.
Thanks, Brooke. So Her Campus is currently the #1 college women's online magazine. It has over 200 chapters across the nation. It covers entertainment, lifestyle, beauty, fashion, and a bunch of women's issues that we all just care about so much. One of the biggest stories Her Campus has been covering is the revival of the hit TV series that we all love so much, Gilmore Girls. So here to talk to us today is Ariel Witter. She is the editor-in-chief and president of the AU chapter of Her Campus. So thank you so much for being here.
Yep, of course.
She's a super fan also, so we could definitely relate to this. I've known her for a very long time. So how do you just feel about it coming back?
I'm super excited. It's kind of like having an old friend come give you a hug. since I'm like so dedicated to the show. So
Yeah.
it's exciting.
So we're just going to start out by looking at one of the trailers, just because it just gives you a really good sneak peek if you haven't seen it already. So we're going to take a look at that.
Did we order Chinese, Greek, and Italian food last night?
And hot dogs.
Ugh, last night's a blur.
Hey, what did we end up watching?
Was it Baby Monitor Sound of Fear or Co-ed Call Girl?
No, I'd remember if we'd rocked a spelling.
Hey, they should make a Lifetime movie out of that poor Tori Spelling falling at Benihana. Teppanyaki, Grill of Death. We have limited time. Should we skip the town tour?
Can't skip the town tour.
Well, we'll keep it short. There's a debate going on whether or not to take the phone booth out.
But where would Superman change when he comes to save our town from Ben Affleck?
I made the same excellent point.
So we just watched that trailer, and it just gave us like a sneak peek of everybody, not just Lorelai and Rory, which are the main characters. You all better know that. But just everybody else in Stars Hollow. But so now, how do you feel? Just like you've seen it now. How do you feel? Were all your questions answered?
For the most part, yeah. How do I feel about it? I just feel like I have closure. It sounds really cheesy, but like
No, I get it.
it's like
I
coming
get
back,
it.
and I feel like I know how it all ended,
Yeah.
like in the future.
You know, it really did come full circle. But now just going off of just like the coverage like with Her Campus. So Gilmore Girls is a subject. All girls that read Her Campus love the show. Now, why do you think that is?
I think because Lorelai and Rory, the characters are very relatable. Speaking from personal experience, the rapport between the two, like that's something I see in my everyday life with myself and my mother. And on top of that, being a journalism major, you know, Rory Gilmore is something I can relate to. She loves London, she writes, two things I also love, and I know a lot of other girls love to
You
write.
share a lot of commonalities.
It's a little weird, but I think she's a relatable character to a lot of young girls and young women who are aspiring to do really great things with their life.
Now, being that you're the president and the editor-in-chief of Her Campus, what was your goal with covering the revival? What was your mindset? What did you want to accomplish? Just recapping what happened, or really kind of giving more of a personal take and review of it too? Like, how did you guys go about it?
Just to kind of like add to all the hype about it, you know? Like, we have a lot of girls on this campus who are really passionate about it as well, and we have a lot of writers who are really into the series, so why not just capitalize on that and have everyone, you know, write their favorite moments about it, or their comparison between like Rory's boyfriends. Like our top article this week was one about like Luke and Jess.
Oh my God. Well, that's either one of them. They're not my pick. I'll just say that. But no, so have you been paying attention to other chapters across the country and how maybe they have covered the revival? Because it really has been so widespread throughout various chapters of Her Campus. Like, what can you like maybe tell us about that? Was that part of the research and kind of figuring out an angle and kind of what to focus on? Because if you don't want to like duplicate what other chapters were doing in terms of coverage.
I think there was less research behind it and more just adding to the fanfare, but I know a lot of other chapters have covered the same things, so like top moments or just like personal writers' opinions on like, oh, this is why I love Jess or this is why I love Logan. So just kind of like adding to that and having our own writers like add their personal take on it.
So, spoiler alert, so beware, our viewers out there, we are going to share the final 4 words of the revival. Now, this was highly anticipated because this essentially gives closure to the whole story of Gilmore Girls. So we're going to take a look at that.
Mom,
Yeah.
I'm pregnant.
So what you just saw, so Rory, the daughter of, the show Gilmore Girls, announces to her mom, who had her at 16, created this amazing life with her daughter, says that she is pregnant. That is huge, people. This is monumental for Gilmore Girls superfans out there. So how do you feel about that?
I'm excited. And I kind of hope they come back with, 4 other seasons of Rory and her baby and Lorelai as a grandma and Emily. I want the whole fan base back and all the characters back to talk about Rory's baby.
It really did kind of complete the whole story, and it was just a joy to hear. I mean, I was in tears, for sure. I mean, you know me, we were just like, I was just crying like a little baby. But but I appreciate you, coming over here, coming to us and talking to us about the revival, your take on it, especially just have you being in charge of a college online medium for women. It's so important that, this is a part of our just growing up. And especially, journalism majors, we love Gilmore Girls. So
Yep.
I'm so happy you were coming here to talk to us.
Of course.
Back to you, Brooke.
Coming up, we take a look at the rise of the K-pop in the United States. Big names in the K-pop industry have toured in the US this year. But who are some of the best artists, and why is it just getting big in the United States now? And we talk to a general manager of the award-winning student radio station, WVAU, to get an exclusive insight of its inner workings. Stay with us.